keep this brief. Hey there. I don't know how to say this, but there's a reason I fell in love with this series in the first place. Five Nights at Freddy's is a series that needs no introductions, but I wanted to talk about the gameplay of the first game, as I believe the first game is extremely complex compared to the rest of the series. Almost every character provides a unique mechanic, and I wanted to talk about them all individually, and what I think sets this game apart visually from the other games. A reason I believe the first Five Nights at Freddy's succeeds at being scary to me is the visual storytelling of the pizzeria. As soon as the game starts, we are immediately shown the office and we see cobwebs and wires. This to me shows that people aren't cleaning, or there is no one there to specifically clean it. And looking out of the doors of the office, we can see drink cups littered on the floor, and the restaurant is nearly completely pitch black. This I believe helps the game be scarier under the idea for me that if you're caught by the animatronics, there will be no one there to come and save you. The game's audio also excels at what it's made to do, with the sound of footsteps used to tell you what animatronic's moving, and Freddy's laugh telling you that he has moved in the building. These are very helpful as it can guide you through the nights. Bonnie is very simple on paper, walking towards the office in an almost straight line, but when you get into how the game actually works, you tend to notice some of the complexity Bonnie has to offer. For example, as soon as Bonnie enters your left hall, he can only move between Cam 3, Cam 2A, and Cam 2B. He will always stick to these cameras. When he decides to make his way to your door, you can repel him by closing the door. This will cause him to be repelled back to the main party room, unlike the sequels where the animatronics would go back to the main stage and repeat their linear movement cycles. I love Bonnie's design because I feel like it could be an actual animatronic in real life. I feel like something that helps sell this idea is how Bonnie has fur textures and doesn't look plasticky like some of the new and futuristic games. Chica is very much like Bonnie in how they move, but unlike Bonnie, Chica has a few unique places, like the bathroom, the entire right hall, and the kitchen. When Chica is in the kitchen, you'll be able to hear pots and pans crashing around. This tells you where to expect Chica, as you can hear her in the kitchen, so you don't have to try and search for her on the cams. Foxy is the first major difference with the characters in this game. Unlike the other characters, Foxy is located in Pirate's Cove. He will attempt to run from Pirate's Cove straight towards the office door. You can prevent this from happening by simply looking at his cam. Although it was previously thought that he would only move whenever you're not looking at his camera in Pirate's Cove, the community had recently found out that he is stunted by any look at the cams. This means you can look at any camera, and this will stunt Foxy's movement. I've always loved Foxy's design, as I've seen Foxy's character as a villain of Freddy's. Something akin to the Hamburglar in McDonald's. This idea was actually solidified in my head by FNaF VR in the Log Flume Ride minigame. Freddy, being the namesake and nightmare for certain YouTubers such as MatPat, is the biggest threat. He will move when you're not looking at him and hide in each camera so you can't find him easily on cameras. He slowly makes his way to your door. You will know when he moves, as he laughs all the way through the building. When he makes his way to your door, he will stare directly at camera 4B. He will wait for when you're not looking, and then he will attack. The doors are your main weapon against the animatronics trying to kill you. So when an animatronic is there, you have to close the door. The main downside is how the doors take up a lot of power, and unfortunately the pizzeria doesn't have a lot of power, so when you run out, as with most games you will find, the game gets harder with each night you end up progressing, and sometimes you can struggle to conserve power with how aggressive the animatronics are. and end up having to leave an attempt up to a coin toss on if Freddy feels like attacking you. Oh, well, shit. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Open pray that Freddy takes his
20 seconds!
He's low.
20 seconds!
20 seconds, maybe. Oh, he's already started. Nah, you're screwed.
10 seconds!
Yeah, you're screwed. Yeah, you're screwed. Nah.
Nah, I'd win.
Nah, you lose.
5 seconds!
Holy crap! How the hell did you do that? That's insane. That is actually insane.
At the end of every FNaF game, there's a custom night for the player to toy around with the animatronic AI. But there always lies the idea of the max mode, which I feel like I couldn't possibly beat, so I've elected to ignore it for now. But sometimes Scott, the beloved prankster he is, decides that he wants to hide some secrets in the game, such as rare occurrences, or some funny things to mess around with people if they don't know about them. Oh guys, what happens if I like put in like my favorite year that ever happened, you know? Like what happens if I just put in like my favorite, it's like, oh my god! I hadn't played this game in a couple of years. Recently though, I found the game on Steam and really wanted to play the game for nostalgia's sake. When I replayed the game, I realized that the game was more fun than I ever remembered. I would really want to recommend it to those who haven't played any of the FNaF games, as it's simple to get into, it's a fun game overall, and you don't need any of the monstrous lore to be able to play it. Unfortunately, it didn't stop me from getting back into the lore, and I know how deadly FNaF lore can be to people. Anyway, I wanted to thank you for listening to my rambling. I'm still not that great at writing scripts though, and hope to see you next time.